All right, so the bike is washed down. We've got all the big dirt off it. So now for the micro dirt. To get that off, we're gonna use a clay bar. We're gonna use a little bit of a glass cleaner as kind of a lubricant. It calls for either a detail spray. You could just use water, but you know, the lubrier the better. So you just kind of massage that in, and you can already feel it like picking up a lot of that little micro dirt that's within that paint, because the last thing you want when you're polishing is to polish it in some dirt further. I'll actually remove this gas cap so we can get everything. Smells like 30-year-old gas. No, it's probably not. This bike was supposedly ridden for a few years ago, but not sure exactly. So when you run your hand across the paint, you feel roughness, right? It doesn't feel like glass. Like you want it to feel like glass, nice and smooth. So what this does is it's going to pick up a lot of those micro contaminants, and eventually, so you massage it in a little bit, and you can probably already hear it's picking up a lot of that. It almost sounds like paper. And then you rub your finger across it. It already feels smooth right away. It's a huge difference. And after that, we can finally move on to stage 2, which is going to be polishing. Where are we at now?
Well, Mr. Marcus, what we're up to now is struggling to get these components off of our fender for the back fender. We've got the bar off, but you'll see that they have connectors here, but then the connectors aren't really big enough to go through there. So it would be nice if there was a hole big enough there so I could just pull that out and then this would be gone, but they don't do that. So now I've got the taillight off, which I don't think this thing's ever been wheelied. So, yeah, taillight's coming out. I'm trying to get this assembly out of the fender here so we can kind of get to the nitty gritty, but it doesn't want to go. So I might have to get a mallet maybe to smash on it, get it to come out. Oh. Did I talk too soon? No, I think I just have, yeah, it's still just, oh, we're going to have to get a new seal. Well, I guess I shouldn't have taken that off. So we're going to need one of those. Put those on the list of things to get. We gotta get this.
That's crusty. So we're gonna need to power wash that all over again now.
Sure are. That's okay. Power washer's still ready. At the ready. I gotta try to figure out how to get this undone. Huh?
Clay bar's mostly done, so you can see here it's looking all gross. All the gross clay bar drip.
Roadie.
But when you run your hand across, it's only slightly gritty now. It's not supposed to be gritty at all, but it is slightly gritty. So we might take a few more passes at that until it's that glass feeling.
I don't understand how that's all going to come out. We're going to have to depin everything, I think, which is not fun.
No, there's got to be a way.
I don't know. I'm going to try to figure it out, but why don't you keep polishing along and I'll try to get this connector off and we'll figure out how this all goes together.
At least the sun's shining. It's only been 8 months.
Yeah.
In cold Canada.
Yeah, so the sun is shining, which is nice. We were able to go out and get different things on the bike today. Oh, we need some clay bar. Oh, we need this, we need that. So we went and got some lunch. That was fun. So yeah, we're just kind of working away and seeing what we can get done.
All right, stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to be hitting the tank now with some polish. So we're going to hit it in 3 stages here. We're going to start with a pure polish, micro polish and glaze, and then finish with a Brazilian wax.
Brazilian wax, my favorite. Then you'll see here that I'm cleaning up some cowbells. Ding-a-ling. So after Marcus is done and after he goes through the stages of what it takes to cut into the paint, correct it, and make it super deep and shiny, I'm going to take you guys through how we get from old cruddy disgusting chrome and we're going to make it gleam and shine again. So I've got one piece done here. We're going to do a bunch of it, but I'm going to let you get back to Marcus now.
Yeah, so make sure you have 3 different pads, one for each of them. So we're going to have a medium heavy cutting pad, a light medium polishing pad, and then your finishing pad as well. That's for your wax and your sealants. And we're going to be using good old Torx. So I just want to remind you all that you don't need to use a tool for this, right? You can always use a good old elbow grease. but this is going to make things a little bit faster and quicker for us, right? And because you can also easily screw this up as well, right? You can burn the paint, you can go way too harsh on it, but if you do it just right, you'll do a good job. Oh my God, this is... There we go. Quick and easy. All right. So start with a couple dabs. Don't splash it everywhere like I'm doing right now. I'll get this out of the way. I always like to do it in sections, and that way you can kind of compare and see how it's turning out so far. So we're going to start on the lowest speed here and take your time with it. Patience gets results. So once it's all nicely covered like that, I'll start to hit it.
Okay, so as Marcus takes his time with that, you need to ensure that you take your time. Time is of the essence, and you need to waste a lot of it. Now, if you are doing this by hand, you are going to find that it is going to take you a lot of time. You'll notice that his tool there is oscillating, but also kind of sanding. So what is happening right now is there is a slight grit or a coarse material in that wax, and the tool itself is allowing it to cut into the paint. And this is actually taking a layer of the clear coat off that's on the tank itself. And it's going to take out all those peaks and valleys in the paint or in the clear coat, and allows it to shine a little bit more uniform. And that's what gives you that glimmer and glisten when you look at paint. So this is going to be step one. Then we go to another compound with another pad, and then onto another compound with another pad, and finish it off with a nice wax, and then we'll likely graphene coat it like we've done on our two bikes as well. So that's what we're working on, and hopefully that's going to bring this beauty back to what it needs to be.
Well, might have used a little too much, so it's not coming out that nice. But it's okay, because again, this is the first stage, so you can always use a little too much at first, and then you can hit it with the second stage, and it'll allow this extra gunk out. But I might just make another pass here. Next stage. So we're gonna be hitting the polishing stage now. So we've got all the rough, really deep swirls out of it. Now we're gonna go with more of the finite ones. So again, make sure to switch your pads out. So we switch over to a light / medium pad. Same thing, we're gonna now move over to a polish. And don't use too much here. Just enough. Again, I'm only doing half the tank right now, just because I want to compare left and right, see how much of a difference I'm actually making. Or maybe I'm screwing it up entirely. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so final stage now is where all the magic happens, right? You put on your final polish, the final wax, and then it's kind of gonna lock in what you've done so far with your compound, with your polish, and now it'll actually bring out the shine. You can see that glassy finish, so let's hammer at her. Time for the moment of truth. Oh my gosh, that came out perfect. That is glass. That is what we worked so hard for. That's a huge difference. That's massive. Oh, this looks so good in the sunlight. This is wicked. I can't believe I'm seeing this as it sits. Yeah, look at that other side comparison. Like how dull. Like I've not touched that side since it was power washed. It was just dried off and that's it. And this side, we're at glass. Everything is reflective. It looks beautiful. Couple deeper scratches in there still, but what do you expect for a 30-year-old bike? But for what it is, like that paint is actually really, really good shape. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed.
So as Marcus finishes off the polishing on the bike, I need to get everything cleaned up in here. So I'm going to get all the spare parts taken out of the way. We've got all the chrome pushed out there to get polished. I'm going to get everything cleared off the hoist here. All the tools put away, the old battery into the battery heap. Go through all of our different bins of different things and kind of get everything put away, get everything cleaned up. So then when that old grill that's all nice and shiny and pretty comes back onto the hoist, we're starting clean and fresh. So let's keep going. We got a lot of work to do. We have been working long and hard in the Steel Mountain Moto Garage today, and we are done. The paint is looking almost perfect. We're very close. The tank and the rest of the tins look amazing. We're going to continue that on our next episode. If you want to see how we start to polish and prepare our different metal components, whether it's aluminum, chrome, and what have you, we're going to go from that to this. So be sure to take a look at our next video in our build series. And if you haven't watched the introduction to our Road King, take a look right here. We'll see you on the next ride.